What about you? Today I'm going to give you 5 easy tips to what I do in the winter to make money. Let's go. My first tip is something that's free, it's effective, it's tried, it's tested. It doesn't matter what type of service you provide. You might be a plumber, you might be a spark, you might be a joiner. We're gardeners. As I say, this is the most effective way to make money during the winter, and best of all, it's free. Before I tell you my first tip, folks, if you could smash the like button, subscribe for more videos like this. I post regular lawn care tips and tricks and bringing your lawn to the next level. Now my first tip is the easiest tip, and it's the most effective, and that is to sell more services to existing customers. People that already buy from you are going to give you jobs through the winter, and I'm going to tell you in a minute about how to market those services to them. Not all customers will know every service that you offer. The best way to contact customers is with a program called MailChimp, and it's free. There is a paid for version for it, but it's free. I've never paid for it. I use the free version of it. If you use a service like MailChimp, you can target a lot of your customers and tell them about different jobs that you do. Today I'm going to show you some of the different jobs that we do in the winter to make money. Whenever you start sending quotes to customers, it can be hard to keep track of who wants to buy. I use an amazing bit of software to manage my business. I've been using GetJobber for about the last 8 years. Whenever we send quotes to customers, they can approve them online. Within a couple of clicks, I'll convert that into a job, and we can go and do that job whenever it suits. The night before we're due to arrive, the customer will get an email to let them know that we're coming, so they can leave the gates open, or if there's any other requirements for it. After we do the job, within a couple of clicks, I'll send them an invoice, and those customers pay online, and I'm away to the next job, and I know that I'm going to get paid, and it's 100% seamless. Now, if you want to try it out, I'm going to leave an affiliated link down in the video description that'll get you 20% off your first 6 months. If you buy off my link, then it does help support my channel and make videos like this possible. For my second tip, now this one's very easy, folks, is to price jobs in the summer. If a customer comes to you and says to you, can you do a job? It might not suit you to do it then. Tell them that you don't have time to do it. You're happy to do it for them, but you don't have time to do it, and put it off to a time whenever you do have. So we're now down into a quieter time of year, and I'll have a list of jobs for customers that we quoted for in the summer. They've approved those jobs. We know that we can go ahead and do them at a time that suits us. I'd often say that one job leads to another job. Often whenever you're doing small jobs, a neighbour will put their head over the fence and say, son, can you do something similar for me? Carry some flyers in your van, and after you finish the job, flyer all the houses around where you've been working. People are going to see your van, they're going to see you in working, and they're going to assume that you do a good job because you're working for one of their neighbours, and they're going to have your name and number, and it's going to be a lot easier for them to contact you. So that would be an easy tip. So this is another job that you could do during the winter. We would typically do these after Christmas, but this customer wanted it done now. So power washing is a really good thing just to do during the winter. What I would say about the power washing and how I started doing it, I started off with a small petrol power washer that wasn't the greatest. In fairness, if I was advising myself again, or advising you guys, you're best just to hire a professional power washer, and that'll teach you how to charge and how to build it into the price. Even after you buy a machine, then you're still charging that higher price to the customer, and you'll find you'll make a lot more money doing driveway cleaning, power washing, than you will cutting hedges. Plus there's the rain on, you can do this in a wet day, you can do it in a dry day, doesn't matter. Really good for the winter. So this is another job that we do. We do some gutter cleaning. Now I'm going to show you some tools you don't actually need. We have the proper high level tools to do this job safely, but I actually just started out just using the pro gutter system. We'd have just done bungalows, and then whenever I started to move into a two-man team, I needed more work for both of us to do. So with this here, we actually use the carbon fibre poles. The weight of those poles are really light. It is a really good system, and then I go along behind. Either Danny or myself will go along with the gutter cleaner, and then I'll come along behind him with the GoPro, and we'll put that on a window cleaner's pole, and we check all the gutters to make sure that they're all cleaned out. So that's just us coming into that. Now I'm going to show you a tool that I started off with, which was these here. Now, I'll drop an affiliated link down on Amazon where you can pick these up. These are really good and they got me going for the first couple of years, the Pro gutter. And I never came across a gutter that these didn't fit in. They just go on to a painting pole, one of the extended painting poles, a Harris pole, and then you can get like 3 or 4 meters either side. And if you're doing bungalows and stuff, these are really good, really cheap, easy way to get work.